Hi Grayson, I just wanted to make a quick little video just to show you. I know you said you're having trouble navigating e-learning, and I just wanted to show you just 3 steps of what I want you to think about when you log in. The first thing is I want to show you that I'm impersonating you. So this means it's actually your account, and this is what you're looking at. Over here in the announcements on the course homepage, that's what this whole page is about, is the schedule for this week. So what we can see is that I want you to go into Unit 1, Activity 4 content, and that you have 2 assignments or discussions that are due this week. So when you look at the announcements, I'm just going to scroll down. Each week I post this little weekly schedule as to what you need to work on and when assignments are due. This is reinforced by the calendar. So say, for example, you're only going to see 1 assignment for this week because this one has passed. So that due date is gone. So say I'm going to go back to, or I'm looking at this week and what's upcoming. September 27th, there's a discussion. So you can actually look at the calendar, and this coincides with what this is saying too. So on the 25th, there's a blue dot, which means there's an assignment due that day. So if I click on this, it's probably going to say show and tell. And now I know that there was something due on the 25th. So if I'm on the 26th, I want to see upcoming events or what's coming up that's due. I can see that on the 27th, there's a discussion that's due. And I can actually see that here. This announcement is so important because I post each week what is expected. Okay, so that you can see and plan for when things are due. So what do you do after you look at the schedule and you can see that there's assignments that are due this week? It says to go to Unit 1, Activity 4 content. So after logging in and coming directly to the course home to see what you're supposed to be working on in the announcements, I now know I need to go to Unit 1, Activity 4 content. So I'm going to click on the content button. And you have to read this information. This is like a textbook. So there's no point in completing the assignments without this information because you don't have all the pieces. So sometimes it's asking you to respond to a quote, and I don't put the quote in the description because I want you to read it in content. So we're going to go to Unit 1. I clicked on that box. We're going to go to Activity 4, and we're going to click on the content. And what you're going to see in here is all the information you're going to need to complete those discussions. These that pop up are learning skills and learning goals. So it's just telling you what you're going to learn about in this particular activity. I'm going to scroll through, and these are all things that you should be reading and engaging with. Now, there was a discussion on Wednesday called Showing Don't Tell. And so I want you to look and read through this information. You can even, now you can't because the discussion has closed, but here's the information that you were supposed to participate in. So the information is up here. Research different ways to show and tell. So there's some information there, and then if you scroll down, you're actually going to find some more information about showing and telling. As we scroll down, there's lots of information about all the different parts of writing stories. And so right here, there's information about how to create characters. There's some interactive activities, and all of these will help you participate in the assignments and discussions. Okay, so we're going to scroll down, and here's another discussion. This is the one that's due on the 27th, and I know that if I go back to the course home. So it's asking you to look at point of view. The information is right up here, and you can enter that discussion or assignments in one of 3 places. You can either participate here where it's not closed yet. So you can go and start a new thread where you're going to respond to those and the information that you read about in the content. The other thing that you can do, I want to point you in the direction of that course home. On the calendar, this is actually a Dropbox that will take you there too. So if you see something that's upcoming, you can actually participate in that discussion. The other thing that you can do is it's called What's Your Point of View? You can go into the discussions if you know that you're supposed to be submitting a discussion, find it, and participate in it. Okay, so Just to review, when you first log in, what I want you to do is I want you to go to the course home, look at the announcements in the schedule to see what you're supposed to be working on. Then go to the content that corresponds with that so that you can read through the information. Last but not least is you need to make sure that you post in discussions before the end of the day, because on the 27th at 11 o'clock, this will close. So you need to make sure that you read the content and then go into that discussion. Again, there's 3 places to go into it: here, in the content, as well as up here. And you need to make sure that you participate in those, as those are graded assignments. So those are just some key tips on how I want you to navigate. Log in, look at the schedule, go to the content that it tells you to, and make sure that you complete these assignments that are in content, that the information is there, and make sure you get them handed in on time.